Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new champion in Paladins who is blowing my mind, Torvald. Now obviously I've known about Torvald for a long time, and one of my joys in making this video is being able to make this before it actually is released via patch notes. And a lot of the time I have a personal struggle with knowing about all these changes in champions and not doing a video about it. The content creator in me is like, oh my god, this is better than any data mining, this is better than any leaks. I know exactly what's happening. I've played this champion. But what I think is also beneficial is to be able to kind of set up my content so you watching now can learn about Torvald from someone who's played him several times, who's built him with items, who's looked at his loadouts, and get all of the stuff you really want to know about a champion when he comes out before anybody else. Torvald is a brand new frontliner, and that means the tank, the guardian, the big heavy guy that stands on the point and takes a lot of the damage for your team. And he's gonna mix that up a lot. I'll probably have another video discussing now some of the frontline decisions that'll be made with Torvald and without Torvald. Obviously, one of his abilities is super good at countering other frontliners and anybody standing onto the point. But we'll talk about his abilities first because I know that's what you really want to hear. Now, given the fact that these are obviously changeable and that when it gets to live or after it reaches PTS, and some people say these numbers are too strong, these numbers are not strong enough, we're going to save the discussion for numbers a little bit later. I'm just going to talk to you about the general, what his abilities do, what his skills do, and how to use them. His left mouse button is called Gauntlet. Now, Torvald obviously has this amazingly cool built himself gauntlet that he's been working on for a while, and finally it starts working and he's able to channel this beam onto people. Now it's a standardized kind of like lock on target beam, so that if I'm near someone and I'm hovering over them while I'm clicking my left mouse button Gauntlet, it will track them and basically do a lot of the aiming for me. It's very easy if you're bad at aiming to get this onto an opponent, and it's constant DPS. It's really constant pressure. Think of like a Fernando Flame Lance that just kind of locks on to a target and a single target instead of the AoE pressure that Fernando can apply. Part of what I love about Torvald is his kit, his animations, his art style, and I think this adds so much to the Paladins universe. This beam is just so cool. It's going to be great seeing this on the battlefield. Hopefully not, you know, when it's on me. Now, his right mouse button is called Recharge, and this is extremely important, kiddos. Listen up. This actually takes away shields from opponents. Now, of course, before we get into this, let's talk about kind of what Torvald is. You may be seeing some numbers in the bottom left-hand corner that don't make sense to you, that you're not quite sure. There's a lot of numbers there, so let's break them down. Basically, Torvald has 3,500 health. But the reason he has such a high number value for his health is because the rest of that is actually shield. So that shield is something that can be broken down just like Ruckus's emitter shield. It's essentially something that is affected by Wrecker but still won't hurt him. It's just a personal bubble. Now, he has a huge amount of shield, and Recharge really comes into play there when other enemies, who are frontliners or who have shields, such as Fernando, Makoa, Barrick, or Ruckus, throw those shields up. He could press his right mouse button and say he's getting low, his shield's down, he's at 2,000 health, actually recharge his shield off of their shield. It's essentially a siphon. So if he's low on shield, somebody else throws theirs up, he could get his shield back while taking away theirs. It's literally a shield counter. One of the brief ways I'll discuss that I've seen my playtest buddies, especially Nick, work around this, and Garrett, one of the designers, is they just don't throw the shield up. They try to kill me before that. It's a very last resort type of thing, because they know that Torvald, when that shield goes up, is just going to be able to recharge and get stronger. If you can burn him down without putting up your shields and then use your shields for the other part of the fight, you're going to be that much better against Torvald. Otherwise, he is just going to feed off you, literally. A lot of different counter picks. It's going to be really cool, but you have to, if you're playing against Torvald, buy Wrecker to deal with it. He's got so much shield, you need to build those Wreckers against him. So, moving away from the mouse, let's talk about the keyboard. His Q is called Protection, and he does just that. He grants one of his allies protection for a while, throwing a personal shield onto them and allowing them to survive longer in the fight, or survive some serious bursts that may be happening at a bad time. Say Makoa dredge anchors one of your teammates, one of your flankers, you need them to finish off the damage dealers, otherwise the fight is over. Torvald sees that, boom, right before that cannon shot hits, he throws his Q and it absorbs all of that damage and a little bit more. Really fantastic counterplay. You could use this to send aggressive flanks into the backline protected and win those 1v1s, and you can also use it to help your teammates escape after their one hit, making it now, okay, maybe they've got 10 health, but 2,000 shield I've got to break down. They're going to be able to get away. Some of the cards could augment this ability as well, maybe giving them extra shield or giving yourself a shield when you end up giving them a shield to add to your own repertoire, or actually sending them with more movement speed. So whether they're in danger or whether they're trying to chase a backline target, they get that extra movement speed to really close the gap. There's a lot of interesting interactions. You'll have to wait and see in PTS what cards are actually available for his loadouts, but those are things that I would love to see. Now it's time to move on to his F, which is called Rune Blast. Rune Blast is a really cool skill. It's one of my favorites from him, aside from his ultimate, of course, which you guys will be so excited to see. Rune Blast is basically an AoE silence and disarm. It means that everyone stops doing what they're doing for 1.5 seconds at this time. Obviously with the new talent system, maybe this will get adjusted, maybe, you know, they'll add more time, maybe less, I don't know, but it's very powerful because remember, at those crucial moments when Makoa dredge anchors yourself or dredge anchors an enemy or somebody like that, where there's just a ton of bursts, maybe, you know, somebody's about to finish off a last shot and you're very, very low and you just need to charge your shield up just for a little bit longer, this is going to be able to stop what they're doing, stop them directly in their tracks. It's a silence, it's a disarm, they can't shoot, they can't dash away, and they won't be able to follow up, they won't be able to escape. It's essentially something to buy you and your teammates that second you may need more to finish off a target or to get away. It's really great in terms of initiating or just throwing somebody off their game, especially if you time it correctly. You could probably catch people's dashes here or movement skills, maybe even like a Makoa shell spin. I don't know actually if you can catch shell spin mid shell spin. That would be really interesting, but either way, it's very, very powerful in those up close engagements, and it hits in an AoE, so if good Torvalds will be able to hit multiple people with this on a point fight. Now, if you weren't excited already by his kit, which I think is just so fun, it's so great. It's got counters in it for what we've got in the game right now. It's just got uniqueness in it. It's got fun in it. It's got support in it. There's so many good things about this champion, and we're not even talking about the design, which I am just to die for. But we are really looking at, I think, the coolest ultimate that I've ever seen in FPS shooters. It's probably my favorite ultimate that I've been able to experience, definitely in Paladins as of yet, and I know there are more amazing things coming, but it's just so fun, and it is called Hyper Beam. Now, Hyper Beam is essentially an ability that will allow you to knock players away from you, and if you think that that's just a small knockback like a disengage, you're dead wrong. This is send you across the map out into space, let me know how Mars feels, and come back to tell me later. It's like I'm putting you in the movie Passenger, and it's gonna take 1,000,000 years to get to where you need to go, and if you want to turn back around, you might as well just die, because you're not gonna get back before you're 150. Like that is literally what this is like. You push people farther than you could possibly even see on these maps if you're able to line it up correctly. And it creates for such a good stall tactic. It creates for such a good, you know, potential setup of, you know, kind of a counter. It's totally just fun. That's what it is. It's fun. Now, I mean, I was really excited in that statement, but let's walk it really quickly through. I think what of the applications for this are. Obviously, you know, when point fights are taking place, there's a worry that, you know, a lot of times when you just get in that team comp that has so many shields, so many healers, and they just stand on the point, they alternate their shields, it's almost impossible, no matter what you do, to break through it. And Torvald is the frontliner that can break through that, or at least buy you some time, spread out the team. His Hyper Beam can be controlled, and the direction that he shoots can be adjusted throughout the timing, and because the way his abilities work and his constant DPS and tracking, he builds up ultimate charge pretty quickly. So this could be something readily at your use every point fight after the first one. and can make all of the difference. Say somebody's about to cap and you and your teammates are in that, overtime struggle, you're able to blast them so far away, they cannot possibly jump onto the point. Or say there's 3 people coming at you and you're able to just blast one, blast the other, turn around, blast that final one before your ultimate ends, and you've created enough distance, overtime has creeped down, and you've captured the objective. Of course, there's so many fun things to do with hazard zones. So if you're in a map like Fish Market, or even some areas of Timber Mill, or ice mines, right, you can knock people out of the park and really win a team fight just like that. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, and I have to say that when you get into the rhythm of playing Torvald for the first time, this is going to be one of the most fun things you've ever done in games, I think. In Paladins for sure, but this is one of the most fun experiences in games. And so obviously I'm very excited. I hope you all are excited as well. We can't wait to see your reactions in PTS, and make sure you go and download that, of course, right away to get your hands on Torvald and play against him, play with him, and also let me know your thoughts right now. I want to know how you feel about him. Do you like him? Do you love the introduction of the Hyper Beam? Does it look like some insanely fun mechanic? Are you worried about it? I mean, obviously there's going to be both sides, right? Some people are going to say this is too strong. Some people are going to say this is just seems great and fun, and I love that it will counter what we've got going on. I'm personally in that side of things where I say I love adding new mechanics and having players kind of create strategies to go around it. We're the players. We got to create the strategies, laying that foundation for new strategies to be created, I think is what Torvald is doing with his introduction into the realm. And again, just for me, a huge shout out to everyone who not only is watching this video, but helps work on Paladins and create champions like this. I mean, how cool is it that we get to see these new champion designs come in, shake things up, and create a totally new gaming and playing experience for a game we already love and enjoy. To me, it's just such a thing that I think sometimes we skim over, and I really want to share some gratitude to everybody who works on this from every single angle: animation, from visual effects, to design, to sound effects, to every single thing, to programming, every little thing that makes all these champions come together. There's a lot of work, guys. So whether you think it'll happen or not, play them first before you give too much of an opinion or get too worried about it or too happy about it. And the other thing is, be grateful that all of these cool things are coming forward. I certainly am. And I'm grateful for all of you watching the videos as well. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. I'm going to head out, and of course, I will see you later with some more Torvald gameplay, maybe a couple of conversations about how to counter him, what he's going to do to the meta currently, and of course, some more Smite and other gameplays here on the channel at Raynday Gaming. As always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you all next time.